Hi, welcome to the Porsche Torque Show by Porsche Centre South Lakes. I'm Richard Smith, the marketing manager here.
And I'm Joe Longstaff, the Porsche Pro.
This is our Porsche Torque Show where we go through the month's news from Porsche. So what we start off with, Joe?
So Porsche are celebrating 20 years of the Porsche Cayenne, so it marks its 20th birthday, and it's quite an interesting news story on this that a lot of people might not know. Originally they tried to co-develop an SUV because they thought that Porsche just producing sports cars going forward wasn't sustainable for the company to make profit, economically sustainable, should we say. So
Porsche did think it was viable, didn't they?
Yeah.
That was something comment he said, but sorry.
So they actually partnered with Mercedes-Benz, co-developed a vehicle with them, but after some differences in opinions, that fell through. And the partnership ended up coming back in a couple of years with Volkswagen. And that's when the platform for the Volkswagen Touareg and the Porsche Cayenne was produced. Going forward from there, obviously Porsche and Volkswagen have strong ties now, but at the time they didn't. That was their first sort of connection. And that's led now to the generation of Cayenne that we have today.
And it's extremely successful. I think second only in sales to Macan worldwide. So really successful venture from Porsche to sort of get into, really.
Definitely the right decision to do. Initially, Boxer sort of was a big success for Porsche, and then moving into the SUV market with the Cayenne, no brainer. Yeah,
so a brilliant 20 years from Porsche there. I just want to touch on the sort of Le Mans that's just been. Great success from Porsche again, obviously not in the main LMDH category, which is obviously coming back soon. Hopefully next year. The testing's been even further, hasn't it? We've seen. But they did win in the 911 RSR category again. And we got a Hollywood celebrity driving one of the Le Mans cars. Unfortunately, didn't get a podium sort of finish, but it's still sort of Le Mans is still like the epitome. It's still getting that passion from the racing circuit and the racing fans, and obviously the Hollywood story with Michael Fassbender, who did a whole series on YouTube showing his road to Le Mans.
Yeah, it's a really good watch. It's been going on for quite some time now, and there's really interesting insights in some of those episodes. You know, mistakes that happen when they crash the cars, the physical training they do, simulation, the different events they've done leading up to this. So yeah, it's a good watch.
Yeah, great series. And obviously we've just had Le Mans now. We've got Porsche coming back with the LMDH category next year. So I think next year will be a very exciting year for Porsche and Le Mans. So we're definitely looking forward to keeping an eye out for that.
Yeah, so just touching on the new LMDH car, Porsche have got over 6,000 kilometres on that vehicle. So they've been doing a lot of testing at the Weissach test track, which Porsche own. It's been out to Spain, it's been out to Spa. So yeah, they're really ramping up the mileage on that car. That helps them develop the parts, fine tune it, and hopefully lead to greater success when it actually gets to race. So yeah, that's really, really good news.
Cool. So this is Richard from the future, and obviously now everyone knows that the LMDH was announced at the Goodwood Festival as the new Porsche 963. So I'll link some pictures and some video from Porsche at Goodwood Festival of Speed just now, and then we'll come back to me enjoying the past.
Hybrid on.
Speaking about performance parts, Manthey Racing
Yes, Manthey
So-
Racing Kit that you can now get in the UK market for 991 Gen 2.
Yeah, GT3 and the GT3 RS and GT2 RS.
Yeah, and some great stats that you can sort of get out using that kit, especially like the timings that people have got around the Nürburgring.
Yeah, so that's available to order through a Porsche Centre through Equipment. Part of that is actually getting the vehicle set up because it includes performance brake pads, braided brake lines, completely different suspension for the vehicle, and some different aerodynamic parts as well. Part of setting up that suspension, Manthey will actually fly out what they call the flying doctor. So that's a technician from Manthey Racing that will fly to the centre that is installing the kit to assist in the installation and teach the technicians on site how to properly align the car, corner weight it, everything. Yes, it's a proper true motorsport
That's a
setup.
great offering now that obviously Porsche have got one of the controlling interests now in Manthey. It's a great offering. They can now bring that to the customers and stuff. So it's
be nice to see some of the first MR, so Manthey Racing Kit cars in the UK as well. See what the uptake is like.
Yeah, I'm hoping some of our customers will go for that because it'd be nice to see that. We've just had our recent track day, so maybe a track day in the future we could see something like that going around. That would be awesome. So recently we do work every now and again with influencers, photographers, different people in the marketing sector. And we recently, someone from Greece, Cosmas, who's a photographer from Greece, he's doing a degree in photography over in Athens. He reached out to us, said he's over here on holiday, seeing friends who are over here and would like to sort of photograph a car. So I took up one of our new Taycan GTS demos up to near Carlisle Airport and near Carlisle and did some photos and had a little bit of interview with them. So I'll play that now.
Cosmas Manoukian. I'm from Athens, Greece.
I'm Christos Zois and I live in the Lake District.
I'm an automotive photographer from Athens, from Greece. I reached out to Porsche Centre South Lakes for a photo shoot, and they were kind enough to bring out this amazing Taycan GTS. So yeah, the day has just been lovely. We've been doing a shoot here in Carlisle Airport. So what got me into photographing cars? Mainly I was seeing a few cool cars riding around the south suburbs of Greece where I live, and I always wanted to take a photo of them with my phone and make them stand out a bit. So I thought of getting a camera to do that, and that somehow kind of progressed into wanting to have cars to shoot them privately and make more private, more unique content with some cool cars. So yeah, and pretty much the rest is history. Here I am now, 5 years later. Despite the fact that I'm visiting him, it's my third time here being in the lakes, and it's a place so very different and so unique.
It's your second home.
Yeah, it's my second home nowadays. That's why I like to call it. Yeah, the spots here, the places, it's unique. It's amazing. It's always catches my breath. I've photographed a 997.2 Carrera and a 991.2 Turbo and the Macan GTS. I don't know the code name of that. And it always is the attention to detail and the quality that goes into Porsches that make me love them and make me want to take photos of them. So yeah, I think Porsches are literally the best cars and the best brand. So yeah, stay tuned to Porsche South Lakes to see some of my photos and some of Chris's photos.
So yeah, they were great lads, and it's great to sort of see the passion for photography and car photography coming together, and it was nice just to sort of speak to them and provide them a car. Like I say, we get some photographs out of it, but it's nice to sort of fuel their passion, and sort of nice to hear that obviously Porsche is one of their top brands to want to photograph.
So I was recently lucky enough to attend Alton Park for the Carrera Cup. So British touring cars were also on, Mini Challenge, the Ginetta Series and Formula F4. It was great to get up close and personal with a Carrera Cup car. based on the 992 chassis, similar to a GT3, but then stripped out, plenty of carbon fibre, just stunning car, make a
Beautiful,
lovely noise.
Yeah.
Yeah, great to see them lapping around Alton Park, because that's a really nice scenic track.
Yeah.
Porsche hosted some of our customers. It was really nice to see them down there, and Porsche did a really good job of making it a special day. So.
And we've also got Goodwood Festival of Speed, which is coming up shortly. So again, Porsche is going to be doing some big things there. Porsche always like to get involved. It's one of the historic homes in the UK for Porsche. So it'd be cool to see some of the content coming out of there. Obviously, as I said before, Goodwood Festival of Speed hadn't happened, but now it has. And as you're seeing this, I'll link some of the pictures and some of the videos from Goodwood Festival of Speed for you now. And we've got our Porsche Club concours coming up.
Yeah.
So by the time you guys will be seeing this, we'll have had the concours, and I'll play some video footage from it now. I think hopefully it's going to turn out to be a great event. You'll see in the video. As you can see in the video, it was a great event. So
Shame about the weather.
Shame about the weather. It's looking like at the minute, as of time of recording, that it's going to be raining, but hopefully the weather gods.
Or should we do a fantastic day? Yeah. Sun was out.
Yeah, exactly.
Brilliant.
Record both.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's always good to support the Porsche Club. We're very close with our local club and the surrounding clubs in the area, and also Porsche Club GB themselves. So it's always great to get involved with them. They've been around. I think we did a big event for them last year for their 60th birthday, and they sort of tie in with us because it's our 65th Porsche birthday this year. So that's exciting times.
Just something I want to touch on is sort of variety of colours. It's always nice to see all the different classic cars and some of the older colours. Some of those are now available through Paint to Sample, which is becoming more available on new cars, and we've been quite lucky recently to have some really nice cars in the showroom in Paint to Sample. We're currently looking at, behind the camera, a Ruby Star, or Ruby Stone as it's now called, GT4. We've got an oak green metallic Turbo S, which is a customer that's kindly sat in the showroom, and we've even just had a jet green GT4 RS.
Yeah, it's some beautiful colours, and it makes it even more accessible now. You can actually view some of the colours in Finder.
Yeah.
And there's also a special website, which I'll link below, which you can go onto to see more of the colours that are available through Paint to Sample.
So if you already find yourself spending too much time on the configurator, you can now get even more lost in it by clicking the Paint to Sample under the colour options. It'll give you the list of all the different Paint to Sample colours available, and actually load it.
Really nice to see some of your configurations, so send them in the comments below, and we might share them on our social media on Instagram and Facebook. So yeah, get sharing. So that's the Porsche Torque Show. That's this month's episode done. Stay tuned for more content from Let's Talk Porsche and the Porsche Torque Show. We're hoping to have a Targa video coming up shortly and a couple other ideas. So keep tuned and like, subscribe, comment below, and we'll see you next time.